The number of viruses on Earth exceeds 1 in 40 million. But most viruses do not enter humans. A total of 1.3 million different viruses infect vertebrates. A study on bats showed that more than 90% of viruses infect mammals have been identified. Viruses are comprised of two basic components: proteins and nucleic acid, RNA or DNA. Some viruses have a third basic component, a lipid envelope. In order for a successful transition from one species to another, the virus must clear a series of biological obstacles. The pathogen must leave one animal and come into contact with another animal, then infect the second host. Viruses cannot harvest nutrients from their environment. They hijack cellular machinery for protein synthesis and depend on cellular metabolic processes and enzymes for provision of nucleobases and amino acids, building blocks for progeny virions. Influencing factors include how often animals carrying the virus encounter humans, the way the virus spreads, how long the virus can last outside the host, and how efficiently the virus destroys the human immune system. Wrinkles at any step in the chain of transmission may thwart the pathogen's attempts to infect new species. Viruses are not only incredibly diverse but also incredibly abundant. They outnumber all other living things by a factor of 10 to 1. For viruses, one of the most challenging aspects of transmission is entering new host cells, which contain the molecular mechanisms that pathogens need to replicate. This process usually involves the virus latching onto molecules that are spread outside of human cells. The host molecule, called receptor, of the virus to the host varies greatly from species to species. When two genetically different viruses infect the same cell, they exchange fragments of their genomes during replication, resulting in hybrid viruses that are different from the two parents. Influenza viruses that rely on RNA belong to these two viruses that mutate, mix their genomes independently,